Senator Joe Nyutu,
okay,
Senator
fine,
Joe Nyutu, if you open that door.
Let me ask my question then.
Thank you.
Let me ask my question then. But Mr. Speaker, it's important that you do not take a teacher to an operation room and call him an expert when he's not a medic. But Mr. Speaker, my question was, Mr. Speaker, my issue was with the, and I'm very impressed, by the way, by the job that Homa Bay, the CS, is doing. That is not in doubt. The only problem I had, Mr. Speaker, was with misleading students.
Okay, Senator,
so my
just ask your question.
My issue then is, Mr. Speaker, that with the very good program that the CS has put, especially about Marsabit County and the larger northeastern region, Mr. Speaker, we all support that. But then my question to him would be, because there are regions in this country that are thought to be advantaged. But in those regions, Mr. Speaker, there are people, for example, who are not connected to power. So then my question to the CS is, what are the plans by the ministry to see to it that even as we do affirmative action in the regions that have been disadvantaged, that we also connect power to those in the regions wrongly thought to be connected, all of them. So what is the plan? Because the plan must be for all Kenyans, not just for some regions. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Senator Hezena.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I know that I appreciate Waziri for the good job that he's doing. And as far as you know, that I like that you have really focused on the north, but particularly just one county and forgetting that the north has almost 10 counties. Particularly in Samburu County, you know that we have had serious cases of insecurity, and we appreciate the current administration for giving us a tarmac road from Maralal to Baragoi. But I would like to know, are there plans put in place by your ministry to ensure that we have electricity connectivity within Samburu North to make sure that we open up the region for trade and to make Samburu County an area that is worthy to be pursued by investors, and also to restore education and security in the region? Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Hezena. Senator Hezena, for your information, the question posed by Senator Chute was in regards to Marsabit. So the CS was not ignoring any other region in the country. He was addressing the question put by Senator Mohamed Chute. No, it's okay, Hezena. I was just informing you. Thank you. Senator Mariam Sheikh.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, I thank Waziri for the work he's doing. Mr. Speaker, the plan he has demonstrated to the House, to Marsabit County, Mr. Speaker, for the plan, which end up Senator Chute to not having an additional questions. My question is, Mr. Speaker, what is the plan? Because the ministry has had the cry from Mandera many times, Mr. Speaker. So what is the plan? And is it in the current budget, Mandera to be connected to national grid, Mr. Speaker? Thank you.
Senator Beatrice Akenyi.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to congratulate the CS, whom we call in our region and in other regions that have worked with him as an intellectual. And indeed, Senator Nyutu, he is. And that is why our side of the coalition donated him to government to do that kind of work. But my question is this, Honorable Speaker. Just last week, Honorable Speaker, just last week, when we had Madaraka in Homa Bay County, the CS did very commendable work. He launched the last mile connectivity of the county in my own constituency, in Ndewa constituency. My question to the CS is, Mr. CS, can I get an assurance from you that all those facilities we launched at Ochol on the day the president was there, that Ndewa will be taken care of in terms of last mile connectivity? I'm saying this, Mr. CS, because Homa Bay County has had the highest number of faulty transformers in this republic, which goes down to Ndewa as a sub-county. So all that you launched at Ochol, can we get an assurance from you as they were constituents that the transformer issues and last mile connectivity challenges will be tackled, so that we are not just used as a launching pad and no services are given?
Thank you, Beatrice. And to correct you, it is not Mr. CS, Honorable CS. And in your case, you should be Honorable Expert CS. Thank you. Senator Mungatana, last question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, there was a time we were engaging as senators in our committee with members of the Chamber of Commerce, and I asked them, why is it that you don't encourage your people to come and put industries in Tana River County? We have a lot of land, and we can give you certain facilitation from the county government so that you can erect industries. Mr. Speaker, the answer was very simple. There is no power to support industrialization in Tana River County. So, Mr. Speaker, I wanted to ask the minister, as I congratulate him in considering Marsabit and the plans they have, what other plans does he have for this northern coast area beyond Malindi? Because the line we have can only be for domestic consumption. It cannot support any form of industry. So, Mr. Speaker, I wanted to hear from him what he can do so that our people can also have in Tana River opportunity to get industries that will come there and to create jobs for our people. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Senator. Cabinet Secretary, you may proceed.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I'll go straight to the questions. First is the question by Honorable Senator Eddie Okech. Really, Honorable Speaker, let me just say this, and this covers both Honorable Eddie Okech and James, Honorable Kamau's questions. That, first and foremost, we have a plan for every part of this country, as a ministry, and indeed as government. Every county, every constituency, every ward is factored in our plan. And therefore, and secondly, Honorable Speaker, in implementing our plan for electrification countrywide, we have adopted a strategy to engage very, very closely with the elected leadership. There is no prioritization that we do without consulting the local leadership, and especially members of parliament, both National Assembly and Senate. Many a time you have seen me hosting delegations of MPs from various counties. That is part of the consultative process that then arrives at prioritization. So the areas that are insecurity prone of Migori County, and the areas I'm very conversant with, Honorable Speaker. Yeah, there are areas we are definitely dealing with in consultation with the local leadership, led by Eddie Okech, Senator, my good Senator of Migori. Similarly, the issue of Kichugu in Kirinyaga County. It's unfortunate, perhaps, that there are poles which have been lying idle for some time, and that there is payment for transformers, which is yet to materialize, Honorable Speaker. This is an issue, of course, I will be taking up with the relevant agencies in my ministry, but I want to encourage Honorable Senator Nyutu to not shy away. Just come forward and visit me in the office. Yes, and I will deal with this matter conclusively. Honorable Senator Okongo Mugeni, it is indeed true that I made a visit to parts of Nyamira County a couple of months ago, and that I left out Borabu on account of time constraints. I have got plans to not only go back to Borabu constituency in Nyamira County, but indeed to go to Kisii County, the neighboring Kisii County as well, and cover all the constituencies in the fullness of time, as a way of acquainting myself with the situation on the ground, but also dealing with the issues that arise therefrom. Honorable Senator Joe Nyutu. Indeed, I've answered that in my first, response, that all parts of this country are taken care of. No single region, no single county, no single constituency, no single ward shall be left out in the grand plan of the President William Ruto-led administration, insofar as matters energy and electrification are concerned. Even though we are aware that there are a number of areas which have been left behind for a long time, as we apply affirmative action to those areas, we shall not ignore those other areas that are perceived to be advantaged. We shall apply equity, in short. Equity. And every part of the country shall feel involved. The Honorable Senator Hezena, as I mentioned in my opening statement, Marsabit is just part of the wider northern Kenya region and parts of upper coastal region that have been disadvantaged for a long time. If you may recall, Honorable Speaker, not very many months ago, His Excellency the President did preside over the contract signing for the COSA project, a project that is going to take up to about 12 billion Kenya shillings, funded by the World Bank. And Samburu County is benefiting from that project, in addition to other plans that we have for not only Samburu County, but all other counties in that region, and indeed the rest of the country.
Cabinet Secretary.
And in that plan for Samburu County, it's not just Samburu North. Samburu North is involved, it's included, Samburu South, Samburu West and East, Samburu West and East.
Cabinet Secretary, I'll just interrupt you briefly. Honorable Senators, we shall extend the sitting of the House for a further not more than 15 minutes, so that the CS can conclude answering the questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I was saying that when it comes to Samburu County, we are not only just talking about Samburu North, we are also talking about Samburu East and Samburu West constituencies. The Honorable Senator Mariam, similarly, Mandera County is in our plan. And we have had very, very many engagements with leaders of Mandera County. We have had challenges, of course, in towns such as Elwak and many other places, yes, on account of outages of power arising from malfunctioning of our gadgets, our generators. We have got a long-term plan to eventually incorporate Mandera County into the national grid. I must have mentioned earlier, Honorable Speaker, that for Marsabit, for instance, parts of Moyale town are served from Ethiopia. Actually, we serve Moyale town entirely from Ethiopia. And there's no harm doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. Because we're actually encouraging what we are calling East African power pooling. That power can be able to flow across the boundaries. That those who need it can import it, those who have excess can export it, and so on and so forth, to make it affordable and cost-effective. There are discussions at an advanced stage between ourselves and the government of Ethiopia to see how far we can extend their power to other parts of that corridor, apart from Moyale. Not forgetting, of course, the fact that we also import that power to Suswa, about 200 megawatts. Okay? Honorable Beatrice Ogola. You know, what we launched, what indeed the President flagged in Kologi, the Kanyamwa place, is it Kanyamwa there? In Kologi area of Ndeva constituency, was the last mile connectivity project for the entire Homa Bay County. A project which is funded by European Union, EIB, and so on and so forth. And that project is covering almost the entire country, apart from those other counties that are famously referred to as off-grid, which, as I've said, are being dealt with through mini-grid solutions. So that 2.1 billion project for Homa Bay County is not going to stall because there is adequate funding for it, and we have committed to have it completed by November this year. And Mandera is definitely part of Homa Bay County, and Mandera will definitely benefit. And that's the place where we did the launch, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to go to the last question, really, by the Honorable Mungatana, and I'm very happy that Tana River County is now receiving the necessary attention. And my good friend, the Honorable Senator Mungatana, has been at the forefront, really, of championing for the cause of Tana River County and indeed the rest of that region. Those efforts are now yielding fruits, Honorable Mungatana. And I'm sure you are aware, Honorable Speaker, that if I leave out the issue of the transmission projects that we are doing, Tana River County is going to benefit from about 240 million shillings worth of mini-grids under the COSAP program. Some 4 mini-grids will have to be done in Tana River County. And the money is there, they will be completed, it will go a long way towards addressing access to power by the people of Tana River County as we embark on other projects, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, allow me to end there, and thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you very much, Cabinet Secretary. And thank you for appearing to answer questions. At this juncture, we are going to end our session, but I would just like to wish you all the best in your heavy duties in connecting this country to electricity.